Hello everyone, back with another duel. I'm on a complete rampage when it comes to rock, paper, scissors. I've won, I lost track. This is like the third or fourth in a row. I'm opening up kind of conservatively. I'm gonna set the Fiendish Chain and not do anything else. I don't want to use these as bluffs right now, although sometimes I do. Actually, this is more of a bluff than anything. Ooh, gonna be Mermails. Okay. Let's see what they target, if the monster or... Okay, targeting the monster. Tricky. I will be able to set up the scrap loop next turn. Do I want this thing's effect to go off? Yeah, I'm gonna let that thing's effect go off. I would rather hit the monster that they summon or a bigger XYZ because this deck does tend to do that a lot. So now that they get to see that I'm running Karakuri, but they'll probably be a little bit surprised by the scraps being in here. That's a cool thing about running a combo deck is they have a really hard time predicting what the heck is going on. And I have back row, so I'm going to go for the Scrap Storm. I'm not going to chance that that's an MST or something. I do need this to go off right now. Let's see. Okay, cool. That worked. I get to send Scrap Beast to the grave. I'm going to be crazy and use its effect to bring back Beast, even though I would like the combo in the grave, but I have so many back row now. I'm just going to see if I can waste more of my opponent's resources. So setting a Bottomless and a Fiendish Chain. I don't think this is a deck that goes into Synchros very often, so I don't have to fear anything like a Black Rose. Even if they do, I have double Fiendish Chain, so not only would it destroy their own field, but they'd have to use a whole bunch of cards in order to get out of Fiendish Chain anyway, so it wouldn't be worth the card choice, yeah, it wouldn't be used the card advantage that it wastes. I'm going to use Abyss Sphere. Probably going to bring out... whatchamacallit. It's the level... Is it level 3? Oh, not at all what I thought they were going to go for. Okay, probably going to be going for an XYZ summon, otherwise it'll just be destroyed during the end phase, and then I get to Bottomless right away. So this is exactly what I was going to wait to use cards for. Cool, so... right as I said last... Was it last duel? Yeah, I said during a duel that I haven't seen a whole lot of people using Dragossack. I run into the one other person online using it at the moment. And... let's see... they'll get to add a level 3, but this is going to go off regardless, so I will just let that happen. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, they'll special summon back... I don't remember their names, just Mermails. Abyss Megalo, yeah, Megalo. I haven't played against these guys in a while either. They're a deck that they don't come around very often. I don't know why they've been losing popularity, but they definitely have. I might use a chain on Megalo. I'm going to attribute that to attack twice. That is fine by me. Yeah, I'll definitely use it now instead of taking 48. Not a whole lot of people like to use Megalo's effect in order to attack twice, unless they're activating it on a monster that gets an effect when it goes to the grave because of a water monster's effect. So using it on a Abyss Spike is kind of a waste. As you can see, now they don't get to do any damage at all. Drawing into even more back row, which it's very welcome at this point. Now I get to sit on a Scrap Beast as a little bit of defense. This forces, or doesn't force my opponent to do anything, but it makes it so if they use any more resources, then I can just come back and attack over what they used. So I'm basically meeting their head-on challenge with my own, and that whenever you do that in Yu-Gi-Oh, it gives you an advantage most of the time because your opponent uses resources, and then you use your resources to get over their own, which you have cards, and now they just lost a bunch of theirs, so advantage you. Alright, like right now, I'm going to try to attack over this. Ooh, also drawing a Nizamu. This actually opens up Synchro plays. So what I'm going to do is go into the level 8 Karakuri burrito. And then I get to summon another Nizamu. It also gets Scrap Beast into the grave for when I want to use Scrap Chimera. Now this allows me to hopefully attack over both of them. I'm not sure what their face down is. There's a couple Mermails and Atlanteans that they do have a little bit of defense, but I don't think it's more than 1600. Let's see if that's going to be the case. No, it's just going to be the Fishborg Archer. Okay, so they just want that in the grave to use its effect, but I still have a Fiendish Chain, so you know what? I will actually be going up against Synchro Blaze now, so I'm glad I have another Fiendish Chain. Although it's still, no, it won't be a Black Rose. It'll be Gungnir at this point, because this can only be used for water monster effects, or water synchros and stuff. It actually has a restriction right on the card. Okay, gonna summon back most likely Megalo again? No, okay, they definitely want Gungnir. So they'll use this thing's effect, and I won't even attempt to negate that. There's the title. This is a card that makes this deck go round. It's the reason why it's so good, because they can absolutely pump their grave full of waters, and then they can just keep summoning this back. Oh, okay, there's the Black Rose. But nope, guess what? Fiendish Chain. So it wasn't even a deck that I was expecting to see Synchros against, much less a Black Rose Dragon, and they did end up summoning it. Even the Draco. So I'm kind of glad to be going against this deck. This is very interesting. Now, awesomely for me, if they do opt to go for the title attack, I'm going to banish it. I want to get rid of this as early as possible because, like I said, they pump their grave full and it will just keep coming back turn after turn. It will be a major thorn in my side. And because they only have one copy in it right now and they already used the effect, never mind, they're going to XYZ. Oh, that's disappointing. Gonna go for the burrito, I'm sure. So, okay, now instead of using a Deep Prison, I'm just gonna Mirror Force. What just happened? Oh, that's right, it destroys water monsters. That was a misplay on their part, a huge misplay. I hope they don't quit though. They're still not that far down on cards, especially because there's a title in the grave, but they forgot that their tuner destroys all other. Wow, that sucks. Okay, so I get to go into a Scrap Dragon now. I have the full loop in the grave too, which is very nice. And I do want damage right now, so I am going to pop their face down monster using Fiendish Chain, which is now dead on the field. If I really need to, I can destroy a Lance or something. If I need to destroy something next turn, but I might not need to. Huh. Ice Edge. That I've never seen this card used in Mermails before. That's actually very interesting. And I've never seen a Mermail deck running hand traps, but I've kind of called all of their big stuff wrong that I thought they would be using, so who knows at this point. I wouldn't doubt another Black Rose hitting the field, although a lot of people only run one, including myself. It's like if you clear the field once, then you won't need Black Rose for the rest of the game most duels. Whereas if it fails, and you probably don't want to make another one, so 1 is the magic number. You could always sign into more though. That's actually a really good idea. I might do that for myself, side in 2 more Black Rose. Maybe it'll be a deck that really helps. So here we go. Summoning title again, like I said, it's going to be a huge thorn in this duel until I can Deprison it. And Deprisoning it right now would be a really great idea because since they've already used its effect to special summon itself, when I banish it, they won't be able to add the other one. Although, with only 25 cards left in the deck, it's only a matter of time until they draw into another, assuming that they are using another one, of course. I'm actually not sure what the standard amount of titles is for Mermail decks. I would imagine it being 3. It's a very, very valuable card. But let's see if they're scared of my back row, otherwise I'll just be attacking over it. Fearing my back row at this point would be probably a good thing to do. They can't be reckless with their cards because this is a monster heavy deck, so the vast majority of their cards are going to be in their hands. Using Fishing Kicks. Okay, another weird card. This is... Really gonna really should be banishing Scrap Dragon right now, unless I have a third, but getting rid of both of my back row, that kind of sucks. Enough Fenrir, what is this? Oh, what a weird deck. Okay, that's interesting. And a Miracle Fusion throwing out... Wow, a lot of weird stuff. Okay, this is actually one of the most interesting Mermail decks I've ever seen. I wonder where this came from. So now, using this, they'll be able to get over Scrap Dragon. So yes, use this thing's effect. So you haven't attacked with... let's see if I... Yeah, all I can summon is Sizen. Luckily, they can't get over it with Fenrir. Or was that what they attacked with first? Not even paying attention. Okay, so they'll get over Scrap Dragon, but also have my Scrap Goblin. So they will have to wait another turn in order to do anything, and then I'll get my Scrap Dragon back. And I'll be able to set that up really nicely, depending on their XYZ. Going into Bahamut Shark, okay. So I will be doing a Scrap Dragon play. I would like to get rid of Absolute Zero, but I will have to wait until after the battle phase so that I can attack over some stuff. Oh, and drawing a Scrap Storm. That is very nice too. Kind of too bad that they didn't save, what is that called? Fish and Chips? Or Fish and Kicks, yeah. If they had saved that, they could have just banished this. I am probably not gonna... you know, I'm gonna set a Lance as a bluff. They were fearing my back row before, so they'll probably keep fearing it. Maybe they're running MST, or they draw another Fishing Kicks. Let's see if maybe I can break that out and hit the back row, just because I don't need this right now. Yeah, they're gonna destroy it because, oh no, big bad back row. But it's a bluff. I didn't need this. Nope, that's fine. I assume that they'll attack over Goblin. Scrap Dragon isn't very scary at this point because I have a 4K attack Absolute Zero, which is ridiculous. And I'm going to be wanting to get over as many of their monsters as I possibly can, including Absolute Zero. So what I'm going to be doing is... Oh, you know what? They can just make a Big Eye. Oh, that's too bad. This is probably going to be game, unless they're not going to read Goblin. But this is definitely a really cool deck. Oh. Or Gaiobis. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely be uploading this. I do upload my losses, especially when it's a really cool deck like this one. So, very impressive Mermail deck. I wish more people would play decks like this. This is very interesting, using cards that most people don't. And oh. Could they not attack with something this turn? Weird. Okay. I'm kind of confused what just happened there. Why they didn't attack. Either they're toying with me because their deck is doing so good and they're really pumped for some reason, or... What the heck just happened? Why didn't they attack? I'm missing something. Didn't use this thing's effect. Oh well. They didn't attack for some reason, whatever, I won't question it. Although, if they are just trying to toy with me, that was incredibly greedy. They should be able to tell that my deck isn't going to be some amateur type deck that they can just screw around with. It can make potential comebacks. This especially isn't going to do them any good, so they're going to see that, oh no, it's another Scrap Goblin, and crap. Oh, they can just use this during the battle phase? Oh, that's dirty. Okay then, and not getting its effect again. Okay, they finally realized maybe I should go for game. So again, this is a really cool deck. This is definitely getting an upload. Thanks to Kuro for a good game. I love seeing decks like these. So if you enjoyed this video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay brutal.